to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Owen Hayes. You're watching Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented to you by the one and only Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. I hope everyone's had a great week, because it's been pretty darn interesting out there. When you're talking about the first week of September, there's a lot going on. Bow hunting is now open. Bird hunting is open. Lots of options out there when you're talking about chasing salmon, although there's been a closure here and things that we're looking at might be closing soon as well. But there's a lot of options that are out there, and we'll try to cover as much of that this weekend that we can. Today, our special guest is Jared Higginbotham, one of my favorite people that I've had a chance to meet over the last 16 years of doing Outdoor GPS. Jared is actually going to be out on the water this morning chasing salmon with some of his friends, but we're also going to talk about the buy three, get one free deal over at Fisherman's Marine. Now, this is going to be slanted towards, of course, fall Chinook. We're right in the midst of that. Some of the best fall Chinook fishing we still have to look forward to is yet to come. But, of course, chasing silvers. And in our Chevy Silverado Tech Tip of the Week, the question was, how do you get set up correctly for twitching jigs? Now, I've had Mr. I almost forgot his name. Mr. Kratzer here in the studio before to talk about twitching, and he and a couple others are the ones behind that technique. We're going to share some of that information on basic rigging and how you can actually do it, and maybe even where you should twitch for silvers, of course, where silvers happen to be. But we'll have that in that Chevy Silverado Tech Tip of the Week. Of course, this upcoming segment, we'll have my report from this week, and I only got out to chase birds. We'll talk about that. Some great reports from the Columbia this week, as well as some terrible reports this week. Now, like every year, that first week of September in the main stem of the Columbia, in particular below Bonneville, in the area that I spend my time, again, I'm going to refer to the dead zone. There are very specific locations that are productive and other locations that just flat out aren't. And that's where you see some of that overlap of good report and just horrible report. We'll cover that this upcoming segment. We'll have a couple of reminders for you as well. We're going to include the 10-year average this morning at Bonneville for a reason. It's a good thing. So we'll make sure to cover that, as well as for those folks that are spending their time on the east side chasing fall Chinook. It's a good report to share. So we'll make sure that that's out there. Then, of course, we're going to have the deal of the week from Fisherman's Marine, which I was just there yesterday. At my store, yes. If you're wanting to put some fresh electronics in your sled, you're going to want to pay attention to this upcoming deal of the week from Fisherman's Marine. So we're going to cover a ton of ground this morning, but nothing more important than you, the viewer at home. We'd love to hear from you. It's, for now, called the Viewer Hotline. It's going to change very quickly, by the way. It's 503-548-6777. Again, that's the Viewer Hotline. We'd love to hear from you. If you have questions, comments, reports, like always, there it is. Call us up. And if you have a live report, you go to the front of the line, although I might hold on to it until my next segment, so I have plenty of time to cover it. But it looks like we've got a couple of calls that are coming in. Jackson is from Newport with a live report. We're going to take that this upcoming segment, so we're going to hold on to it. But can we go ahead and take Porter? Or no, then I'll be doing the wrong thing, wouldn't I? You're supposed to go to the front of the line. Front of the line. So let's go over all the photos that everybody's been sending in, and there's been no shortage of them. And thank goodness, now that it's the first week of September, we're going to start seeing some different photos. Folks out there in the woods chasing some elk and deer around. There's been some decent reports, some very lucky people out there already. One in particular, maybe we'll get a photo of, but look at that. Lots of groceries right there. Those are some perfect halibut. In my mind, those halibut that are in that 50 to 80 pound range, I mean, they're perfect. Those big ones, they're still nice, but not as good at eating. Betty from Iwako, couple of nice fish. Looks like a silver and a Chinook, a dandy Chinook, and a dandy silver for that matter. And some of those reports that are coming in from pretty much everywhere, silvers are all over the place. They're already in several tributaries, and I would say, maybe a little early for that to be as consistent as it's been. Here's one from Sitka, Alaska. Brian sent this one in, another one with just nothing but groceries. Lots of chrome there with a big ling as well. I mean, what a productive day. I hope you guys got plenty of freezer Look at that. Oh, cockle clams. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you want to make the best clam chowder, there it is. I wouldn't have a clue how to do that, but it sure tastes good when you got somebody who knows what they're doing. Nice steelhead. Wow, that looks... Hooked 11, landed 6. I know where that's at. It starts with a D, and it's my favorite place in the world to be. God, I hope I can get over there before that's all said and done. Ken's First Salmon. Lots of those these days. Like I mentioned, you're going to start seeing a little bit different set of photos as we go forward, but still plenty of opportunity for Chinook out there. I'm kind of looking forward to some of those smaller rivers in a month or two. Might get me out of the duck blind. We'll see. The Cookie Lady. Oh, the Cookie Lady. Oh, my God. The best. I'm telling you right now, she makes the best. That's why they call her the Cookie Lady, okay? There's a reason for it. This one's obviously from Buoy 10, but her chocolate chip cookies are amazing. I've had a chance to have quite a few of them, maybe more so than I should ever have. But there's a reason for that. And then, of course, here in just a second, we do have a video that we're going to show you. And then, of course, we'll show you exactly how to upload all these things to the Fox 12 app that you need to get for so many different reasons. Tyler Jane looks like on the Sea Jenny with a beautiful Chinook right there. Where the heck is that? They're running downriggers. That looks like the Columbia. Yes, you can use your downriggers for Chinook pretty much everywhere. Everyone, here's a video. And this is, folks, oh my God, just stacking the deck with albacore. Yeah. Wow.
Into the mess.
Look at that.
Another biter.
And that's the way this tuna season has been this year. It's just been epic. If you're one of those folks that gets out there and chases those things, I'm sure you got plenty of canned tuna, and feel free to think of me. You got that jalapeno canned tuna, you got some of that garlic canned tuna, whatever. Just give us a call. Ryan will make sure to line you up. It's the Fox 12 app, easy to download. When you do that, find Outdoor GPS. When you scroll through it, it'll show you right where to upload those photos and videos, and we show you off at the beginning of every show that we have. Now, we're going to cut to a break. When we come back, I've got Porter from Portland, Jackson from Newport, which will be first. We're going to have your report segment when we come back in just a couple of minutes.